This is the child who will save the world.
Level 5.
I love Ghibli.
So do I.
What's this?
My neighbor Totoro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And oh wait, hold on.
Wow.
I have a little Totoro line.
So I'm sorry.
Oh wow, we
I'm
stripping.
I am sorry. What is this?
Oh
what is
shit!
this T-shirt?
Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, I got the
accept that.
Kodomo whatever.
Except that giant ass license agreement.
Right. Okay.
Give one kidney
But hold on.
to level 5.
In the meantime, shout outs to Bandai Namco for providing us with a code to take a look at this game.
Yay.
Yeah, you can pre-order it. If you want to pre-order it, you can check it out at bandainam.co/play Ni no Kuni. I have seen this for the longest time, and I've never, ever had a chance to touch it, but the idea of Studio Ghibli making a game is a very exciting prospect, and visually, the style is so distinct, the Miyazaki-looking characters and art, so like I'm pretty excited to see what it's like, because this is the remaster.
Cool.
So we're getting right into the better version of the game. You can't scroll any faster than that, can you?
Nope.
All right.
No, so, funny story is I bought this game before buying a PS3.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I wanted to play so much. And I finally bought a PS3, but then the era was already over. And we went to PS4 and I never got to play this game.
Oh, no.
Because you were too busy with other things?
With the newer games.
Okay.
So it's still sealed. And I have a guidebook still also, audio language.
All right. Well, that would explain why you were so excited to jump on the controller today.
Yes. You wanted to play and I yanked the controller out of you. I was like, that's mine.
Out of me.
Out of me.
Like a Zandatsu.
Out of your hands then.
He reached in and pulled the PS4 controller from
Dude,
my guts.
in the same way the Astral Chain. Which one are we playing?
Depends. Do you want to hear it the way it would remind you of an anime movie, or do you want it in the language where people are not going to be mad at you because they want to watch the video without actually watching it? If you want the
This is an anime game with the anime.
I don't disagree, but if you want people yelling at you because they can't minimize
They
this
will
video
yell at me.
anymore,
I got the control today. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry, not sorry.
People that
Blame
want to,
them.
people try to minimize this video right now are getting super pissed off.
Oh,
Dude.
God damn it, man. What's your Twitter?
They're getting super salty, dude.
Okay, normal or easy? Of course, I'm going for normal. I'm not gonna even read what easy is.
I mean, if you don't pick normal in these videos, you also, again, get called out.
That's right.
So,
As you should.
Enjoy your call-outs.
Yes, I'm ready for all the criticism.
Quite frankly, if you're playing a
let's do-
Studio Ghibli game and you don't want to watch it with your eyeballs, something's wrong with you.
Totally agree with you.
Oh, yeah.
しずく待ってよ
His voice is deep.
すぐゴロネール王国や
Ding dong bell.
Although it is kind of funny that, like, in the light of Guilty Gear existing, it's kind of like that's a more accurate take on cell shading anime in 3D.
Right.
But yeah, this is definitely.
It's
ほな
still
行くで
nice.
オリバ
Oh yeah, it's beautiful grass.
待ってよ
I can't wait for the food porn.
Oh, yeah. Food always looks delicious in these movies.
Ridiculously detailed.
I would have
food.
turned into a pig, too. Straight up. Just leave me here,
ー
kiddo. Just go.
So I'm gonna be the annoying guy here, but I dislike when people use the word porn in relative to something that's not about sex.
All right, there, Billy Graham. sorry,
Because
sorry
porn
that you're.
it's exclusively sex. So when you say food porn, the meaning of food porn, everyone says like because the food looks nice.
Except for
because
all
when you come back to those two words, it will mean that food, sex with food, and that's fucking. I don't like that shit.
Except for all the facts that people don't use it to exclusively
No,
mean
people
that.
don't use that. That's why I don't like it. when people use
Connotation and denotation, my friend.
it. I don't even know what that
Linguists
is.
versus grammarians. Some people think that language is a structured, hard, rigid thing that must be used a certain way, and there's a correct form of it. Other people feel that language is whatever human beings use to communicate, and if
As long
someone,
as people understand.
as long as people understand you,
Yeah.
and over the years, it changes what the correct thing is from moment to moment, place to place. So one might say that there is no form of correct, and if people understand exactly what you mean, that's language in its correct usage.
That's how language evolves, man.
So
All I'm saying is I just like that word and use it with others. Word.
puritanical
That's all.
Minh.
That's all. I said I was gonna be annoying. I am annoying.
Puritanical Minh steps onto the stage.
So clean.
Here we go. Can't. Yeah. I mean, you know we're gonna take the bat and run with it, right? You know that this now leads to lore of you being
Men so clean.
you're
Fresh so clean.
wagging your finger at anything that is
Oh,
not.
is that actual anime?
Oh, actually,
Look
I
at
think
it
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real animation. All right, lore aborted. You're lucky. Ghibli saved you.
I don't care. You guys can keep talking. I'm gonna be watching this.
Layla's Milk Bar.
This is so Ghibli. This is beautiful, actually.
It's Ghibli, but not Miyazaki, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some.
Well, actually, I don't know, but
I know they
most
got a lot
problems-
of people from Ghibli to help on it,
Okay.
and also the development team watched a lot of the movies while developing the game so that they can imbue themselves with the essence of Ghibli.
Also, I believe that old lady's voice actor is the lady from. It sounds a lot like the lady who plays the old lady in Howl's Moving Castle. The main,
Oh,
the main
you think
character. It sounds a lot like her. Philip.
Approach Philip and something will appear, so speak to this person. Okay. So, hey, hello.
My, these potatoes are cheap. Perhaps I'll make some nice healthy french fries for the kids.
Oh, nice.
Why, good morning, Oliver. How's your mother?
Okay, let's see if I have a new menu. Nope, I don't want that. So, okay.
Go and talk to
Ah.
Phil.
Yeah, I was just taking a look at buttons. How do you like my hot rod?
Whoa. Someday you'll be able to afford your own
If you're
car.
gonna start reading the line, you should commit to
I should
reading the
commit to
line.
read it out. Okay,
What are
I'm
you
sorry.
What are you doing?
I was just reading the most important line.
いやーオリバーちょうどよかった完成したんだ
Oh.
So what?
Should we read over the Japanese audio?
You don't have to if it's voice acted.
Yeah.
There's actors doing it.
I'm gonna listen to that.
あれのことさ
But again, those who are trying to minimize this video right now,
Yep, I'm like sad.
keep the call out going.
I know. I'm just. You know what?
I don't disagree. I enjoy Japanese.
want to- original.
Today's Woolie's experience doesn't apply because I'm the newbie. I take the control.
But so in some cases, like Persona, the English is so good that you're missing out.
You're right.
By the way, man, if you don't like food porn, you should go watch the movie La Grande Bouffe.
Like I'm buff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
La Grande Abbuffata.
じゃあま
The
た来い
big
や
buffet.
うちのガレージでな
1970 movie, Italian.
I don't-
Just decadent people eating themselves to death and having sex.
Wow.
Wow.
That's actually not what I want.
This is literally.
But
buffet.
that sounds like the problem with his association. But hold on.
No, it's okay.
国の魔導士
The Dark Genie's power alone will not suffice.
世界は揺るがぬ
So yeah, that's the other way to spell genie.
この少年
Oh, I
の
thought it
No
was just
way.
a gin.
オリバー
D-J-I-N-N?
Genie?
I thought it was just a gin.
I think so. At least maybe I'm wrong with that. That's what I thought it was.
You know, you could be bullshitting right now, and I don't have the knowledge to contradict or to contradict you.
I thought
Meaning that.
that D-J-I-N-N was an older
DJ.
spelling, or it's
DJ.
like a more traditional way of saying genie. But let's look it up and
Yeah.
voice it.
This map is here.
Your immediate surroundings are onto that. Okay.
Tsuchilokuma. Okay. Star lets you see where you need to go next.
Alright.
Okay.
You got your waypoint.
Okay, so do you guys prefer if I explore a little bit, or do I go to the next objective?
I mean, it's your thing. It's your
Yeah.
speed. Do what you want to do.
Okay.
Take us on a wild ride.
Oh, I can go back.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Jin.
It's just Jin.
Yeah,
Okay.
1 hour now. Run home now, Oliver. Your mother will be waiting. So my problem is that me reading is that I don't retain anything if I read out loud. That's the reason why I don't usually read out loud.
I see.
It's funny because sometimes you already spoke to those people. So I will do that as a method of in trying to internalize it, but sometimes my brain is not fully there anyway. But it's the difficulty of multitasking. What can I say? Enjoy the LP tax.
It's hard.
The IRS is at your door.
I know that.
It's not easy, is
It's
it?
hard. When I was doing Control, I realized okay, I'm playing as if I was alone, but no, there are people over my shoulder.
You never forget about that. It never goes away, and it always distracts you somewhat from just immersing and absorbing all the information that you otherwise would, And it's not to make excuses. It's just the facts.
That's how it is.
You feel it. You definitely do feel it.
So I was gonna say here, it
Yeah.
looks like we're in the United States because look at that.
Can you go in the middle of the street?
The sign is
Interstate 75.
Interstate
Yeah,
75.
you're right. Yeah.
So we're in the United States.
Or a mirror world.
All right. Also, you said I already talked to these people. It's because some people you have to talk multiple times to exhaust your knowledge.
Have you determined whether this is the kind of RPG where
No, but I will keep doing it.
because that's important. You have to find out if everyone has more than one line. If NPCs have more than one line,
I always make
you're
sure.
fucked.
I always go twice. Always.
Yeah, you have to.
Like,
You have
even
to.
if they say it once, and we know where they said once, I go twice.
You definitely have to.
Because sometimes you might get
Lost
a surprise.
Odyssey.
You have the surprise dialogue that you never knew.
ありがとうオリバーそのテーブルに置いといて
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It sounds like this is dub title.
ところでさ母さん何か言った母さん明日って何かあったよねそういえば
See, the subtitles don't
明日は
match what they
早くから演
say.
奏会の打ち合わせがあったわ
Those are
ね
dub titles.
そうなんだ
Because usually
じゃあ今夜は
Ghibli is
早く
pretty
寝ないとね
clean Japanese.
まあ
Not too
そう
much
ね
slang, so it's usually straightforward for the subs.
そっかそうなんだ何よ変な子ねさあ早く食べて早くしないと学校に遅れちゃうわよよく噛んでね
Yeah, it's not transliterated.
What a cute mother.
Kawaii Kasan.
ごちそう
In
さま
any other anime, I would assume tragedy would befall her.
母さん行ってくるね
Shoutouts to
行ってらっしゃい
Mother's Basement. He just made a video, basically just being like, if you're in a shonen anime and your mom is doting and overly nice and generally a pretty cute, good person, tragedy awaits.
Oh no.
I'm sorry to let you know.
Alright, so you gotta spoil me on this. My Hero Academia?
No,
No?
she's cool.
So, I got the exception.
These days are a dream machine. Oh boy, I can't wait when I can see it.
Whoa there, cowboy. Not so loud. Don't forget this is our secret. Hey, dum-dum, you didn't tell your mom about it, did you? Nope.
No, I
not.
did not. I asked her if she was busy, and she said she had a concert practice, so she'll be in bed real early. Gotta be an excited little boy.
Alright, perfect. Then tonight's the night. You still in, kiddo?
Sure I am. Tonight at your garage. I'll be there. Philip seems like the kind of guy that's gonna, fucking sneak a nudie mag in and introduce Philip to his first experiences and things that he's not sure of. And be like, whoa, what's that?
He would be the friend that introduced me to the word fuck. For the
Yeah,
first time.
he's like, I got some smokes. It's like, oh my god, did you? It's like it's just rolled up paper. Everyone knows a kid that tried smoking rolled up paper.
Yep.
I don't.
Yep. I've seen it.
So many times,
Yeah.
so many people. Some dumb kids that are just like, oh, this is cool, whatever. It's like, you fucking, you're inhaling fucking.
All right, so you got your save system going on.
Yeah? Yeah, say use main menu. Woo!
Alright, let's see what this RPG menu looks like. You can judge a lot from an RPG based on its main menu.
Okay.
Or rather, its pause
Everything's
menu.
Fine.
Is it triangle to
fine.
pull it up?
Yeah, it's triangle. I don't mind vibrations. No, we'll turn it off.
I like a nice RPG menu where the portrait is front and center.
Rotate, so
Big and emphasized.
I don't want it to rotate. Guidance stars, that probably means the objective, where you go. Teach pay fast.
Oh, now you can test it.
Okay. What's contested?
No, you can test it when you change the display speed.
You see it
in the
scroll
box
at
at
the
the bottom. It scrolls.
Oh. Yeah, well, I'll put it maximum.
Yeah, why not?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay. So that's it. That's the only thing I have. 15 minutes so far. Wait, where's save? I cannot save yet, right?
It's straight at the back. Back. Down.
Oh, start.
Down. Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
That's it. Okay.
All right.
Let's go back to my room.
See
Okay,
if-
Billy.
See if there's
There's something over there. I can see.
secret Pokemon items.
I wonder if a prompt will appear.
What time
You're
is
just
it?
pressing the button just in case. I respect that.
I mean, it's not even a bad idea. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like you go back to your PC in Pokemon and get your items.
Okay, so I should be heading out, but let's check out this kitchen. Maybe I'm hungry. Want to bring some snackles.
Yeah. Some Dunkaroos.
Oh, what flavor?
Vanilla with the little
That's
like
the
sprinkles. in
right
it.
answer,
Yeah.
bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were so good.
Only one
Just
answer.
lick that shit up.
Only one answer. Vanilla with the sprinkles. Eat shit.
But there you have it.
Fucking come
If
at
you
me
had
with
any doubts.
any other choices, get the fuck out. You're not welcome. Oh my god, it's such a hard victory.
Were you ever about them fruit roll-ups?
Fruit roll-ups are alright.
No, it's alright.
That's just
This
alright.
is the
but-
way fulfilled garage. Uh-oh, she saw me. Good evening.
What are you doing out late, kid?
Oh wait, you can hear
Is she
her.
talking?
Oh yeah,
she's
Yeah.
she's kind of just
Why is she so quiet?
Yeah.
she's a little
She's
background
trying
noise.
not
Interesting.
to wake up anyone.
Fruit roll-ups are alright, but the problem with them is that you can't actually get the shapes out.
Yeah, they were always ripped.
You have to destroy it to get
Woolie.
your shapes.
Remember the fruit roll-ups? Do you remember?
Which ones?
The one for my birthday?
Oh.
We made a video for that?
Wait, were they 20 years old? What were they?
Yeah, okay,
What
so
the hell?
okay, so here's an explanation, right?
Here, tell the story as you progress. Figure it out.
Right.
Pay attention, read the text, and tell your story.
Yeah. So, it was my birthday, and I had a fruit roll-ups at 20 years old. And why do I have that? Because I bought a video game that was still sealed, a Sega Genesis game, a sports game, and inside it says included
A
fruit
fruit
roll-ups,
roll-up.
a sample in it.
Oh my
And I'm
God.
like,
Like-
okay. So when I opened it, I was like, the fruit roll-ups was there, and I was like, is it still good 20 years ago? Like, is it well? And I'm like, you know what? We're gonna do this for my birthday.
My
and,
dude.
And Woolie was part of that. Everyone ate, and we're still alive.
Wow.
And it didn't taste so bad.
Look at that Ghibli girl. She's even got the little straw hat on the wall.
遅かったなオリバー
Yeah.
And I released a video on YouTube too. It should be it's still up there.
In conclusion, including food with your video games is a dumb idea.
一緒
Gekto Ninja Taisen 1 came with a piece of candy.
行くぞ
Cool.
Okay, so what era is that? Like 1920 then?
I think it's meant to be indistinguishable. I think
Yep.
it's meant to be
アルメッ
Ghibli,
クス
Ghibli
最新
time.
型を上回るかっこよさだ
Anything goes.
比較にならないよ
Steampunk, slice of life, everything.
It's like in Sin City when the guy pulls out a cell phone in the elevator.
Nah, I disagree. Like for example, the witch girl, right? What's it called again?
What are you talking about?
The movie, the Miyazaki movie with the witch girl, the Kiki Deliveries, right?
Kiki's Delivery Service?
Yeah. So it's she was singing a country road song,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like the 90s, 50s or something.
Perhaps. I'm just saying that it could be. This could just be a non-distinct age or year.
But I do think for this game it is distinct. That's why we had the sign, the road signs that Interstate 75.
Okay.
Well, then I don't know if this is supposed to take place in a specific year. I suppose we'll find out by playing.
Oh
There she
boy.
is again. I'll bet the tattletale goes straight through her holes. No! She wouldn't do that. She's too cute.
What are you, sweet on her or something? Go check out the front already.
I'll go check more than the front. Be
My
right back.
God. Billy all about that back. Beep beep doo.
Gonna go visit a nocturnal visit.
You're fucking like 8 years old, man. Relax.
Maria.
Hey, I'm just talking about visiting.
Also, clearly, this world also takes place in a different, like. I know you go to a fantasy world at some point, right? So, whoa.
行っちゃダメオリバー行かないで
誰
誰
君はどうして僕の名前を
Speaking of fantasy, she's probably one.
I was gonna say, do you just have anime hair color, or are you
見
real?
つかっちゃった
誰に
そこにいる
She's
あ
gone.
れ
なんだよ
Okay, so
誰もい
she's-
ないじゃないか
消えた。
あれ
Mystical
おかしい
colored.
なさっきまでいたんだよ女の子が
女の子ひょっとしてマドンナか
Starry Mary.
あいつは外に出てこれないからなまあ気のせいだろほら
You
戻
don't
るぞ
wanna be Starry Mary.
What a nickname.
Look, the wall. If the wall doesn't tell you enough, that's you're an American right now. I mean, what
オリバ
else?
ー、世界を救うという少年。しかし、もろく儚い光だ。
ええ、予言の少年とはいえ、あの程
Oh
度
shit, Jago.
でも
Yeah, I forgot I was playing.
Iago?
彼ら
Yeah,
人
Iago.
間の可能性は
It's a
時
Jago.
思いもよ
Whole
らぬ
different. It's a whole different letter, dude.
この男の闇が全てを覆い尽くしたように、すなわち逆もまたしかり。
いかがなさいますか。
Although this is a page right out of
小さなうちにつまでば
a
ならぬ。
200
か
episode
しこまり
anime,
ました。では早速。
cutting to a mysterious
Ooh,
villain in their orb.
like Sailor Moon.
滅びゆく世界を救わんとする者に死を
Damn. He's just
Or
a-
every
like
other
a
show where the
Queen Meryl.
mysterious villain is spying on the hero.
母さん
Like Disenchanted.
助けて
That's kitty.
Hey, sheet tech. That's impressive. Every time a game has a bed and the person is actually under the covers as opposed to on top of a cover texture,
Yeah.
that is impressive. Someone did their work. So you got to applaud
So I
that.
guess doesn't happen that often in video
No,
games.
a lot of games
Yeah, it's true.
a lot of games will do bullshit by just putting a character on top of a flat bed.
Think
not
of Final
under the covers.
Fantasy.
Yeah, a lot of games do it. It was too hard to do sheets back then. Not worth it.
Unless they're sick. Then
I
they can
mean-
be under sheets because they're not coming out.
But then you can't animate them.
Yeah, exactly. They're dead. They're like just laying there.
母さん明日って何かあったよね
It's kind of like
そういえ
how
ば明日は早くから
there's what we
演奏
call
会の打ち合
early
わせがあった
2000s hair. In like specifically in Western
Yeah,
games,
今夜は
everyone
早く
has
寝な
a
いとね。
short. Every girl has a short haircut, or like a type of like ponytail bobby where it's like you don't have to animate flowing long hair. It's too much work. So you just have like tied up in a bun, tied up in a rigid ponytail, minimal animation. No one has long shoulder hair, you know.
So wait, the boy did not actually call her mom. She got some premonition or something.
どうだいい音で吠えるだろういいか最初は車の調子を見るからゆっくり行くんだ
Cause he's fine now. He's not calling for help.
Nice.
Yeah, that was something else.
Ooh.
Would the goggles go over the helmet?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Not under?
Oh,
No, I've seen that.
Okay.
you're making me doubt now.
I feel like...
Hey, if anything, if it's wrong, at least it's because if the kids doesn't know any better, and just do it wrong. Just put it wrong.
Oh, eat shit.
Oh no.
Oh no, not the car.
Dude,
Run away.
Oh, that would.
I didn't see nothing. I'm out of here.
I wasn't involved.
Philip just flees the scene.
oh no.
Yeah, see, the mom has
Intuition.
no,
She heard a voice.
she heard a voice.
Yeah. This boy will save the world after his mom saves him from water.
So the mom is the real hero.
オリバーしっかりしてオリバ
How about you save your lungs from H2O first, kid?
Lesson 1.
ーオリバ
The world can wait.
ーごめん母さん
オリバー
This mom is the best.
俺こんなことになるなんて
Best mom.
それよりせっかくのマシン
Actually, she's a fictional
気にすん
mom.
なまた作ればい
Best
いだ
fictional
ろ
mom.
She's not real, because if she were, she'd be like, boy! Like, are you alive? Yes. Are you breathing? Yes. Are there any permanent injuries? No. Permanent damages? No. Well, you're about to get some permanent damages.
What the hell is wrong with
More than
you?
grounded.
母さん大丈夫
Oh no.
What did you do, kid?
No. Woolie, why did you call it out?
Oh,
why did
no.
why you did that?
What did you do?
Woolie, you had premonition. You don't have the premonition power.
What did you do?
Woolie,
You
fucking
did
Woolie,
this.
fucking Woolie, man.
Why?
Hey, I don't call the fates. I just throw the bones, and the bones decide what will happen. It ain't me.
Wait, what?
So peaceful.
She had a weak heart.
No.
One dip in the pool. That's it.
I mean, swimming is hard. Swimming is one of the most.
If that's all it takes to get you to take you out, then
If you have a heart,
you weren't meant to last.
Wow, that is rough.
In this world.
That is mean.
Well, that's exactly what's happening. That don't laugh. This is fucking what's happening. She has a weak heart, and that's why swimming is hard for her.
Well, dude. If you have a weak heart and they say you shouldn't do anything like too hard on your heart,
Yeah,
and
but she
your
was
son is drowning, you're just gonna be like, oh well, son, like
Son,
move
my
your
heart-
legs.
My heart
Move your
doesn't
legs, son.
I have no room for you, son.
No, she did the right thing. She's a good ass person.
Then
I'm just shocked at the minimal amount of activity that proves to be terminal.
You are a meanie.
I'm just saying, she avoided the Darwin Awards.
You are dark.
She avoided the Darwin Awards.
I'm not.
That is not even worth mentioning, dude. Oh man,
She saved her kid.
you're rough.
She's a good mom.
美味しいよアップルパイここに置いとくから
And you know that thing that you say to kids where you're like, hey kid, you know what? It's not your fault. It is 100% his
Oh
fault.
boy.
Oh boy.
Don't feel guilty. Here comes Woolie. You did this.
Philip-
It's your fault.
It's Philip's fault. It was his idea first.
Oh my gosh. I thought you had more heart than that. I thought you had empathy.
Oh, his heart is drowned.
Heartless.
It's fucking heartless.
帰ってからだよ
Kanye West.
かわいそうだね
Hold that L on your chest. And by L, I mean lake. That drowned your mom.
Drowned in your L, which is lung.
Like, you literally 100% are responsible.
寂しくなったらこのお人形を母さんと思ってね母さん
Hey,
He should pretty, like
it matches his
トリバーの
outfit.
話を聞いて
cars would just be traumatizing at this point, right? Any kind of vehicle must just be like the worst thing ever.
Rolling near any river or lake.
オリバー
Let's go through the forest.
早く帰ってきてね分か
Damn.
ってる
Oh
You fucked up,
母
kid.
さんとオリバーはずっと一緒よ。
Unless a body of water were to get in the way. Oh my god, that's so sad. That's so sad.
Dude,
Oh fuck, I couldn't even get the joke.
you're
going.
a shit. That's because you're a shit. Do you see it now? Do you see it?
Like,
What is wrong with you?
the cut back to that shot. Like, wow, you fucked up.
So I don't actually care what you're saying because I'm watching right now.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking maybe he's gonna go on a quest to
Oh.
save his mom. Like revert time.
Hold on a second.
どうもこうもないがな。大妖精雫様の完全復活や。
誰？
Were you born from the magical tears of
大
matricide?
妖精の雫様や。
Drippy.
黙ってみとったらほんまメソメソメソメソ情けなやっちゃな。こんなお前は今日からメソや。3日は長い。長いで。なんぼなんでも3日泣き続けるっちゅうのはどうやろうな。いや男としてな。
Wow.
3日はないな。
Get over it, he says.
お自分半信半疑って感じやな。わかった。しゃあないな。説明したる。せやけどな。恐ろしく長い説明になるけどええんや。
It's been a hell of a nose ring.
So what kind of accent is supposed to have here?
Like, yeah, he sounds like a, like,
そうか。ええんやな。
Um,
素直でよろしい。その素直さをいつまでも忘れんようにな。
Could it be Southern?
no, I was gonna say,
ほな行くで。
it looks like and sounds like the kind of character where, if this were English, it would just
世界は
be,
自分のいるこの世界だけではない。世界にはパラレルワールドっちゅうてな。いくつもの平行世界があるんやな。
I mean, this
it's
is
always
English.
sunny in Philadelphia. What's his name? Short man. Fucking
Danny
penguin.
DeVito?
Danny DeVito.
そう。
Looks like a Danny DeVito
大
type.
妖精の俺様がやな。なんでこういうところ
Because
に
we,
い
we
るか
can
と
only
いうことだ
tell
けだよな。
if I put it in English, but unfortunately
yeah.
it's Japanese.
Shadar, the dark gene, you see. Spread war and ruin all over the world.
歯向かった俺も人形に変えられて、この世界に飛ばされてしもうたわけや。
So he said parallel worlds.
I tried to stand up to her with my magnum dong.
闇の魔法が解けて、なんとお前が限りなく透き通った心を持つという伝説の救世主様やったと
He
は
has a
な。
lot of good lines actually in that
Yeah, of
show.
course.
つまり、お前はこれから俺らの
Just
世界
making
に
hoagies.
We
With
need
my
you to
mouth.
get rid of Shadar for us.
But I just lost my mom.
いやいやいやいやいや、照れん
Get
な
rid of. One day I'm gonna marry that whore.
Whores!
映画
Don't you dare call him whore.
No.
救世主殿。
I'm telling you, it's Danny.
救っていただけますか。
Save our world? Me? That's human.
It's your magical crybaby tears.
He said no straight up.
なんて自分今なんて言うたもう一遍言うてみもう一遍。
嫌です
Yeah, this.
だって僕
Have you
に
seen
そんなの
Ponyo?
無理だよ
Yeah. No, wait, no, that one, that one. Panya is one of the newer ones.
Ponyo by the Sea, yeah.
I've seen like 90% of GB Studio movies, so I'm just missing the newer ones.
Oh wow, the kid is straight up shutting down the prophecy.
こっちはそれどころじゃないんだ
I'm going through a lot right now.
Please understand.
Like,
おかんが死んだから。
yeah. Basically.
写真見せてみ。ええから早持ってこいや。
He's gonna say he has a way to resurrect her.
Unless it was your fault.
どれ
Can't
ど
do
れ
nothing about that otherwise.
これはまさかこんな偶然があるんかいな。
どうしたの
He's probably bullshitting right
アリシア
now.
様や。これはお前のおかん。救えるかもしれんぞ。
どういうこ
I
と
wouldn't believe him. He's
長い説明
bullshitting.
パート2聞きますか。この世界と二の国にいる人々の魂は
You
繋がっ
are
とる
people.
つまりこの世界にいる人間は二の国にも存在する。同じ
Ah.
魂を持つ者は見た目も似てしまうんや。で、
Oh.
お前のおかんと魂を共有
Oh,
してる
wow.
のは二の国の賢者アリシア様というわけやな。
She looks strong.
賢者様
She could probably jump in a lake and make it out in one piece.
Jesus.
We're on this road now.
I disagree because she was a sage and not like a fighter, not a swordsman. You know what I'm saying? So she could still have a weak heart.
Maybe, but I guarantee you, to go on an adventure and be a cool sage, she probably have to cross a river or a fjord of some kind.
She doesn't have to swim across a river, Woolie.
I'm throwing shade, man.
Yeah, I'm throwing back the shade at you. Don't you get it?
So, the sage was trapped and the link was broken.
Yes.
But if we free the sage, we might bring your mom back and we'll have to like dig her out of the ground. And she'll be just suffering.
Hey, this is Ghibli. She'll magically find a way out of there.
Okay, that's good.
And she'll also
It's just a thriller.
Yeah, I was gonna say. She also won't be partially digested by the earth. And
I hope not.
Everything will be nice.
I called it. He's doing it to save his mom.
Of course. What better reason? Especially when, the entire magical world is looking on going, you fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
He doesn't feel like he fucked up, though. Not yet.
Well, Philip knows he fucked up.
Oh, I got controls. I haven't touched the controller for a while.
What a joy, I've got.
Waking up and having to do a huge, great, long explanation like that. It's a lot to ask of a fairy, even one as amazing as me.
Are you curious about what he sounds like in English?
I mean, yeah, you can ruin my imagination. I think Danny DeVito is funnier than whatever we're gonna hear.
Okay,
but
Danny.
You can ruin the joke if you want. Then I'll just have to stop doing that.
All right. Keep playing your sunny game.
Always Sunny.
Have you not watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
You made me watch it.
Did I?
You forced me.
When?
Forced. You should be grateful.
When did I force you to watch that?
Well, okay, so there was a time when I was a hobo and I was living in Woolie's living room.
Right.
At the living room, Woolie wanted to watch TV.
That time when you had no home and I invited you to live on my couch. That's true. That did happen. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he forced me, but it was good.
Okay.
It was good.
I happened to be watching the show that I wanted to watch in my own home.
Yeah.
And you happened to be living on my couch. And then you watched it? Yeah. Yeah. That's the time I forced him to watch the show, Reggie.
That's what I'm saying, man. You forced me. I had no choice.
Oh my god, Woolie just flicked off stuff off his couch on the floor.
Fucking asshole.
Alright, so we got a spell book.
But yeah. Thank you for living.
Oh yeah, years later, really?
No, I thank you multiple times. I'm just saying it again. Thank you for letting me giving me a place to live for a while.
No problem.
Until I found.
Thanks a lot, sport.
Yeah. You did it on Mike, so now it's a thing. But yeah, I'm like, when did I force? Oh yeah, that time I was watching it for myself. All right. He keeps saying you. You look like a smart lad.
Oh, I must have forgot.
Drippy.
The first thing you have to do when you get your hands on the wizard companion is to make a pledge. You do it. You better.
Well, it's more along the lines of his name is Drippy, I assume because of his nose, and not because he has a monstrous coke habit.
Nope, definitely not. He has to take off that lantern before doing a line, though.
Dude, this guy keeps saying things like honest heart, pure of heart.
Nah, bro, you do it off the lantern.
Nice.
You can write bunting.
Name it whatever you want. Wow, crybaby.
My fault. I'll write it my fault.
Darwin.
My fault?
My fault.
Jesus. So now they're gonna be hello, my fault.
I would have just kept it simpler,
Yeah, what is?
if you don't mind.
Yeah, okay.
Controller
alright.
switch.
I mean, it's still your save file, so.
That's true. I'm gonna have to deal with it later, aren't I?
Oh
Mom
no.
dead.
Oh my god. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a constant reminder.
What a that's appropriate music. And now the wizard steps forth, known
ほら
as
早速入国に
Mom dead.
使うとするか
Why are you called like that?
And the cry and the tears would make him create another character.
Oh,
We give life to somebody else.
Ugly
探
cry.
しに行くで
Ugly ass cry.
から行くぞメソ
メソ僕はオリバー。
Yo.
じゃない。
さっき決めたって言うてるやろお前はメソや
もう。
Yo, this fairy's real. He's a real ass dude.
Oh my god. Okay.
So
No one's gonna read this.
No.
when am I gonna go into battle? I wonder.
I mean, to be fair, like, the only way to get over it at some point is to fucking just get over it, right? Like, what do you mean you can't get back to living your normal life the next day?
Yeah.
The morning after
You
you
got
put her,
shit to do.
you fucking planted her in the ground, and the next day the fairy's like, all right, crybaby. Like, fuck.
So even fairies tell lies, huh?
I think the kid had 3 days. 3 days should be enough, right? That's normal.
Back in the hard life
Yep.
days, right? 40,
like, doop,
72
doop, doop.
hours. All right, kid, back to the factory.
Good morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Not life.
For-
Basically. Find
Find
something
some
brown and
sticky.
sticky. Maybe
Like
a stick.
a wooden.
Maybe we can muddle through.
Should a stick work?
Do you think I'm sending you up the garden path or something? Fine, I'll give you a hand. Follow me.
You think Ollie thinks that he indirectly killed your mom?
Oh, let me talk to the. Does anyone sympathize?
Nope. Look at all these branches.
No.
It's so messy
No.
around here.
No,
How's your mom doing? Oh,
not even asking for my mom.
oh boy. Nope.
Wow.
Well, you know, sometimes like you don't want to mention it just because.
Because she's gonna cry again.
Yeah. Your mother can be sure of that, wherever she is now.
Okay.
Planted in the ground.
Is she
Yes,
still in the lake?
To
or-
become a stick, I guess.
Decomposing.
Oh my gosh. Gotta hurry up to save her, kid.
I guess I cannot go too far.
At peremption date.
What if the fairy's just lying because he knows it's the only way to get the kid to go?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah,
I've been saying from the beginning. I said this guy, he's a
trap.
liar. He's saying like he's making up lie because he was too enthusiastic.
No, but
about
you know
it.
how he's not though, because they cut to artwork of what he was saying. So
that's not that confirmation to me.
they had artists draw up his words, therefore they gotta be real.
No, but it happened like that was a trap.
All right, look for a stick in the circle of influence, not too far from this block.
Okay.
Okay, she has a stick. She has a broom or whatever.
She
is
cleaned.
that
No, well, she
Don't beat her for a broom.
she
dude.
cleaned up every twig.
Get a free
Yeah,
stick.
but I need the stick to clean enemies.
Have you tried the south side of the street?
South side.
South with an F.
Dirty south.
When things go south, we go back north.
Alright. when
We
you
did
find
not.
stuff-
Oh, you got a bottomless bag.
Hey. That's very useful.
Hmm.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Will I always be able to find whatever I want, or is it going to be a mess in there?
Is it like bottomless mimosas?
Ugh.
Actually, like,
Put it in a bag. Yeah, what?
not many characters ever really, like, as far as superpowers go, mallet space is a really good one, and, like, you don't really hear it come up that often. But a bag that has infinite space of
Whoa.
storage inside of it, that's pretty cool.
There's a lot of data in there. What the hell?
it's a full-on book.
Wow.
Oh, no, there's a tutorial. Look at that. How to equip your familiar.
Yeah, but it's like pages of a book.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those resources, guys, and there were pages and pages, right?
Yeah. Pages.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty cool.
I wonder if this actually got printed out at some point. Where's that
Maybe the
strategy? Where's that
collector's
strategy guide you bought?
98 pages.
Still seals. One inside one of the boxes. That's the.
You should have dug it up if you knew we were doing it.
No, I
Naz can
It's
go back to
really-
that. Go back for it.
It's what.
Naz
Nazcan longsword?
can traditional this will soldier primitive this way. Here starts the novel. At first I thought it might be a reference to
Nausicaa?
yeah. Which it might be. Okay, so there's a lot of cool
Alright,
stuff.
what else do we have here? So
So you have different chapters.
we have armors.
Or it's the pages. It's like because the book is the actual like thing. It's actual like accessory he has in the game. But it'd be cool if they actually printed out
there's
a collector's edition of that.
Okay, so how many chapters are there? There are 9.
Chapter 2, alchemy. Chapter
Magic,
3,
alchemy, equipment, provisions.
7.
Creatures and familiars.
Then there's the alphabet, the Nazcan alphabet down there,
Yeah.
and the wizard's pledge.
What is that with the Nazcan alphabet?
Is it
hold
like
on.
how to decipher?
Far right.
Far right. Okay.
You zoom back out.
Yeah.
Right
This
here.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's how to
Oh.
decipher what you're looking at if you see this
Wow.
in the world, I guess. That's really cool.
Oh look, yes, 300.
339 pages. That is totally Ghibli. Like they actually went to get the.
There's
artists
got to
and
be a
everything.
collector's edition where they made this
Yeah.
book. There's got to be.
On the last page.
Out of darkness comes light. Keep this book ever
Oops, sorry.
by your side, wizard, and you shall one day be called a sage. Permit us to leave you with a poem, a prophecy. Heed it and repeat not the mistakes of the past. High above the clouds, a child of white light casts the world once more into the darkest night. The path unto dawn was never fair. It is one fraught with suffering and despair. Well knoweth she both their power, entombed there in her ivory tower. Though full many have sought to breach her keep, its walls are too high, its mysteries too deep. Hope springeth yet amidst the flowers. When you find them, you will find her bower. Each time you fear that you have lost your way, hark unto the child, mark what she would say. To your own self be true, all rests upon you.
I wonder what it's like in Japanese then. Because that's very, very well in rhymes and everything. Right?
It's a haiku.
Yeah.